What's up, everybody? Welcome back here for a little bit of WOOT action. We are here live at Talladega. Hold on. For some reason, I keep getting this volume issue. We're going to... All right, let's see if that fixed it. I don't know why it's been doing that lately, but it has been screwing me up here with the voice feeding back on me, but we sound like we are good right now. It looks like, Lovelace pushes Moody down into the heat race number 1. That is not what Moody wanted. All right, so right now, who is out on the track? Who are we on with? Mark Thrash pulling out on the track right now. He hasn't not done a lap. That is going to throw away his lap right there. How did that not give him a black flag? I am complete. Oh, because he's running down there for his laps. Is that going to be quicker? That is going to be interesting. Mark Thrash going up underneath the yellow line. Currently the 41st driver down on the track. Let's see if this puts down a quick time for him as he comes across the line. He's got one more lap to go. Let's see. That puts him 40th. That definitely was not quickest in that number 19 machine. I don't know if that's what number is on his thing, but that's what we're going to call it. Mark Thrash out there. It is that number on his car. On there, coming down the back straightaway. He did not race with us last time we were here. Yeah, IndyCars for WOOT. What's up, John's mom? What's up? What up, what up, what up? All right, it is not... Oh, it is showing that. All right, so it's showing Kick. I'm assuming it's going to show YouTube. So we're going to just test and make sure all the chat is working. It is working there. Twitch always works. All right, so these guys out on the track right now. Mark Thrash coming around to complete his final lap of the session. We are 8 minutes and 53 seconds into this. This is going to be death. Honestly, the last time we ran it, it was really good racing. These guys being super patient, knowing if they make... I think Moody wants my autograph now. Yeah, that was a good lap for you. Definitely a good lap. Here comes Mark Thrash to the line. Let's see where he puts that number 19 machine. Oh, boy. I have a feeling he went too high in the gear. You're smoking the field. Holy. Hey, I mean, you're a 10th quicker than Tony, but that's not going to do anything. You know you're dying in the race. Last time it was pretty good, so hopefully nobody pushes it too hard. At least until the final lap. Remember, we do have the heat races. So Asher, Tony, Remington, and Landon Crow, and Zach Lovelace all looking like they're going to transfer through tonight on time. Everybody else going to go into the into the heat races and hopefully stay out of the Consi. The Consi is going to be absolutely nuts. We got 41 cars here. We are only taking 26 into the feature. That means we're sending 15 cars home here tonight. You can. You can always drop to the back as we get ready for heat race number 1. All right, we are going to go ahead and stack them up as they pull out onto the track. Change this to gap and starting on the pole here tonight. that was Tuesday's race. My bad. All right, let's change the titles here. All right, let's go ahead and hit up tonight's starting lineup. Starting on the pole here tonight at Talladega, it is going to be the number 84 of Landon Moody. Outside of him, starting in the number 2 spot, it's going to be Jonathan Burt. Let's go, says Remington. Starting inside row number 2 in that number 3 spot, it's going to be Mason Gobic. Outside of him, it's going to be Frederick Begin. I'm sure that's not the right way to say that last name. If it is, cool, I nailed it. Going to be Josh Laughlin starting in the number 5 spot. Justin Shiner in 6. Shane Haas going to start in the number 7 position. Bill Sleep in 8th. Going to be Jamie DeVoe in that number 9 spot. Jared Gotch in 10th. Going to be Timothy Wright starting in 11th here tonight. Everett Larson in 12th. Then rounding out the rest of the field here tonight in heat race number 1 in that number 13 spot, it is going to be Curtis Yancey with Josh starting to his outside. Will Evernham, is it Will? Willie Evernham starting in that number 15 spot. Clint Sheehan in 6th. Going to be David Mayo starting in 7th. Mark Thrash in 18th. And then 19th and 20th aren't here tonight. Top 8 going to transfer through. I know the top 2 know, but I'm going to remind everybody the start will be on green. There are no caution flags. Remember, if you get in a wreck, get that fast repair, get back out there. They'll probably wreck again. All right, so Landon Moody on the front row. That sounds like a wreck to start with. Yeah, I get it. And it's probably likely to happen early when people really don't realize it, and then it'll calm down. Usually how it tends to be. We're going to see who survives here. This is where you got to be glad you're not in, because these heat races are definitely crazy. As Moody leads the field down the back straightaway. Jonathan Burt to his outside. As they head into turn number 3. Yeah, top 8 out of each heat race. Top 5 from the Consi. All right, looking for the green flag as they come through turn number 3 and 4. Who's it gonna be here tonight? Let me know in the chat. Who's your pick? I know one person who's rooting for our outside pole. Jonathan Burt, she's out there in the chat as they come down the front straightaway, looking for the green flag. Riley, is Haas in this heat? Haas is in the next heat. Oh, no, he is in this heat. All right, so Haas is in this heat as they come down the front straightaway into the tri-oval, looking for that green flag. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as Jonathan thinks about getting in line. He does as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Top 2 going to take it single file. We're going to see how patient these guys are as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Right now, top 3 are single file. Make it the top 4 as we got one up to the top. That's going to be Shane Haas. Digging on the high side. He's trying to make ground. Mason Gobic goes up high with him. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Oh, we got one looking in the middle. That is Shane Haas in that red and white machine as they head through turn number 3 and 4. It is nose to tail. 2 lanes, make it 3 lanes as we got one going up to the top. One up there on the top side. Not sure who that is right yet. Let's see, the number 5 spot must be Justin Shiner in that green and black machine as they come through turn number 1 and 2. We're going to be 3 wide at the front, 3 wide for the lead through 1 and 2. Oh, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 lanes of 3 wide down the back straightaway as they shuffle down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. I mean, we're a few cars short of a full deck, but it is pretty close here tonight as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Let's go, Everett, says Everett Larson Racing, as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Down the front straightaway, going to be, Moody leading the way. It is going to be side by side and 3 wide back through the pack. Here comes Mason Gobic to the outside as they come across the line. 3 laps to go. You got to remember, only the top 8 transfer, and you could throw a blanket over, 12, 13, 14, 15 cars right here in the pack. You know, Clint, David Mayo, Mark Thrash, they might be in a good spot right now if this field wrecks. As they head through turn number 3 and 4, those guys are out of the chaos, but they may be able to make a run late as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Almost seen one up into the wall as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway, looking for the start-finish line. Going to be 2 laps to go. We're going to see that sense of urgency start to build up right around that transfer spot. So right around that third row of cars there. That is where the craziness might begin. We'll see if somebody tries to take it 4 wide, maybe more as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Oh, we got a wreck in the back. We got a couple wrecking down the back straightaway. No caution flag. It looks like it was Curtis and Josh down the back straightaway as they head through turn number 3 and 4. So 2 less cars to worry about as they come through turn number 3 and 4 down the front straightaway, looking for that white flag this time by. 1 lap to go as Moody leads the field on the inside. He's got Mason Gobick to the high side. Justin Shiner looking for that third lane. You could throw a blanket over the field as they head through turn number 1 and 2. That intensity is definitely starting to pick up a little bit here. Will we see somebody try to make it 4 wide? That could be the wreck as they come into turn at number 3. 3 wide all the way through the field. Who's it going to be here? And heat race number 1 out of turn number 4. Moody leads the way. Gobick going to get the run to the outside. Down the front straightaway. It's a drag race to the line. Moody with the edge. Gobick goes to the high side. Down the front straightaway. Mason going to pull away. Takes the win in heat race number 1. Landon Moody in second. Justin Shiner third. Burt in fourth. Bill Sleep. Shane Haas. Frederick and Mark Thrash make it into tonight's feature. How the hell did Mark Thrash make it through? How the hell did Mark make it to the transfer spot? Wow. Yeah, that was an amazing heat. That was an amazing heat. Can we follow that up in heat race number 2? All right, tonight's starting lineup for heat race number 2. It's going to be Noah Carter starting on the inside here in position number 1 here in heat race number 2. Outside of him, it's going to be Albert Anderson. Starting in the number 3 spot is going to be Matt Best with Brady Gotch in 4th. Heb's going to start in that number 5 spot. James Ferguson in 6th. Justin Beavers in 7th. Going to be Stephen Kellogg in that number 8 spot. Daniel McConnell in 9th. Going to be Johnny Solid in that number 10 spot. What's up, Johnny? Michael Bennett in 11th. Brad Adams in 12th. Then rounding out the rest of the field here tonight in that number 13 spot is going to be the Magnet, Bill Watkins. Outside of him, it's going to be Yellow. Yes, it is. Heat race number 1 was phenomenal. Starting in 15th is going to be Grant with Zeke in that number 16 spot. Cody Harrelson 17th and Jason Corsi, I think that is, in that number 18 spot. So we got 18 cars looking to take 8 spots here tonight as they come down the back straightaway. Just a reminder, the start will be on green. Oh, yeah, they definitely wrecked after the checker, but they did phenomenal in the race. I think only 2 cars wrecked in the race. And it wasn't even like a horrible wreck. They just kind of got together and crashed down the back straightaway together. But that was an amazing heat race number 1. We're going to see if they can follow that up here in heat race number 2. Noah Carter and Albert Anderson on that front row. Oh, you're good, Kenny. You can see it's worth it, though. This is actually, yeah, it's my race, Zach. I do these every Thursday. Something wide open. Sometimes it's the 87. Sometimes it's the Gen 4, you know. Sometimes it's, you know, the Xfinity cars. We mix and match. Sometimes it's street stocks at Charlotte. You know, anything that's wide open Thursday nights. Yeah, it's been really good. Looking for that green flag as they come down the front straightaway. Looks like Jason going to pull down on pit road. Maybe a little different strategy here as the field comes across the line. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they come down the front straightaway looking for turn number 1 and 2. You want to look at that, Mark? I cleared it. Oh my God, big wreck in turn number 1 and 2. Massive wreck as Stephen Kellogg and Albert Anderson wreck big time in turn number 1 and 2. That'll be a clip for Landon Moody. Let's go take a look at that. Oh my God. Oh my God. That was death. All right, we're going to get back up to the front. It is going to be Johnny leading the way, Matt Best in second, Brady in third, Heb in fourth, Noah Carter in that number 5 spot. So right now it is going to be yellow in that final transfer spot. He's got Zeke, Bill Watkins, Michael Bennett, Cody Harrelson. We're going to see some guys trying to catch up here as they head through turn number 1 and 2. So these guys could be a little bit. Oh, yellow's going to catch the group. It is going to make it a battle. All 8 cars up in the front pack, but don't count out the couple behind them because they are catching Bill Watkins and Zeke rolling in into turn number 3 and 4. Cody Harrelson has 0 help. He's going to need a lot of help with this front group as they come down the front straightaway. Looking for the start finish line. It is going to be Johnny leading the way, but Matt Best looking to the outside as they head down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. So each spot here is 2 spots in the feature, or your opportunity to make it into the feature and not have to race in the Consi could be a big difference here tonight. As you get to the back of this pack, there are 10 cars battling for 8 positions as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Patience is going to be key right here tonight. It is currently yellow and Zeke battling side by side for that final transfer spot as they come down the front straightaway. We've got one up to the top side. Oh, is it Ferguson maybe up on the high side or Noah? No, I don't know. Maybe it's Noah Carter. It's right around in there. Daniel McConnell maybe as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Daniel McConnell currently on that bubble spot. Here comes Bill the Magnet Watkins trying to get up in there. He's going to fall back to the number 10 spot. Down the back straightaway looking for turn at number 3 and 4. We got a couple lap cars coming off of pit road. Hoping these guys get together. Let's see if they can get in there and put a little pressure on them as they head through turn number 3 and 4. You can see who's down on pit road with the line down there on the bottom. Those are the guys that get caught up in those accidents. You can see them down on pit road as Johnny going to lead the way to the line with 1 lap to go. White flag is out as they head down into turn number 1 and 2. Going to be Johnny leading the way. Here comes Matt Best to the back to the top side. Who's going to transfer through as they head through turn number 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Here comes the sense of urgency. A little bit of contact up at the front of the field as they head for turn number 3. Brady Gotch going to make a run. They're going to try and make it 4 wide for the lead. These guys need to be careful. Most of them are in. Oh, we got one in the wall. One in the wall is going to be the 26 of Ferguson. He's going to fall out. Down the front straightaway. It is a 3-way battle looking for the win. Who's it going to be at the line? Matt Best on the outside. He's going to take the win. Going to be yellow in second. Brady, Johnny, Hep, Noah, Zeke, and McConnell going to the feature. Bill Watkins, Ferguson, Bennett, Harrelson, Jason, Alberta Anderson, Beavers, Kellogg, and Adams going to the Consi. All right, guys, top 5 from the Consi. Just no quacking. All right, it's going to be Jamie starting on the pole here tonight in the LCQ. Bill Watkins in second. Going to be Josh in that number 3 spot. Ferguson in 4th. Going to be Timothy Wright in that number 5 position. Michael Bennett in 6th. Willie Everham in 7th. Going to be Cody Harrelson starting in that number 8 spot. Jared Gotch in 9th. Jason in 10th. Everett's going to start in that number 11 spot. Albert Anderson in 12th. It is going to be Josh in that number 17 position. Clint Sheehan in 13th. Stephen Kellogg in 14th. David Mayo in 15th. Going to be Brad Adams in the number 16 spot. Josh in 17th. Grant in 18th. What's that? Curtis in 19th. All right. So 17 cars, top 5 going to transfer through. This looks scary. More death, yes. Yeah. We'll see if Clint makes it in as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Probably not here, but they're great at like Michigan and Auto Club and Charlotte. But starts on green, guys. Start on green. All right, down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. That is something we need to do soon. We haven't done a mini stock race in a while, and I know Mark's a big fan. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Jamie and Bill Watkins on that front row. Tension is high. Who's it gonna be? We got some regulars in this one. David Mayo's got a lot of work to do. Clint Sheehan, Cody Harrelson, Jared Gotch, Bill Watkins in a transfer spot as it stands right now. But this probably is going to be crazy with only the top 5 transferring through. Remember, you got 6 laps here. 6 laps, one more than the heats. As they come down the front straightaway, pace car going to pull in. It is going to be Jamie and Bill Watkins on that front row. Who's going to be our B main warrior here tonight? What are your opinions out there in the chat? Who do you got to win this one as they come into the restart zone? Green flag is out. Oh, Bill's going to be a little slow on that start as they come down the front straightaway. Looking for turn number 1 and 2. Bill Watkins going to fall back. He missed the gear in the car, falls back. Few guys had to make some evasive action as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway, going to be side by side for second. Here comes the third lane, down the back straightaway. This is going to be crazy because we got one going down. One down into the inside wall. Did he hit it? No, he kept it straight. He's still in it. He's going to need a lot of help and a big wreck here as they come through turn number 3 and 4. Down the front straightaway, Jamie leads the way as they are 3 by 3. Now, if they are 3 by 3, the first 2 rows, right now they're not, but if they end up 3 by 3, that means one of the cars in the second row won't make it, which is wild to think about as close as these guys are through turn number 1 and 2. I see Cody up on that high side trying to make some moves as they come down the back straightaway. Oh, he got a little bump from behind. All right. Was that Josh? Oh, Cody Harrelson wrecked. As we move back up to the front, down the back straightaway, Josh going to slam the wall in turn number 1 and 2. His car is absolutely junk as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Down into turn number 3 and 4. They're making junk for sure. That was a dumb move. Roll bar cam. Oh, yeah. No, roll bar cam is nuts in this. Here, we will do the roll bar cam here. All right, we're going to jump on the roll bar cam. Let's see. Let's jump here on the roll bar cam as they come down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. That is going to be... There you go. I was trying to get to it. It's hard to do when I'm streaming. Thank you, Mark, because he was getting out of the throttle when you did that. Up front is going to be Jamie leading the way. Timothy now in the lead as they head into turn number 1 and 2. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, we got one around. One around in this front group. That is going to be Curtis as there was a little bit of contact as they come down the back straightaway. That thins out the field a little bit. 9 cars, only 5 transferring through. Oh, we got a big wreck again into turn number 3 and 4. Big wreck again. Bill Watkins. Oh, Bill Watkins riding the wall. Oh, no. Bill Watkins is done as we move back up to the front. Top 5 transfer through. There is 5 in this pack. White flag is out as they come down into turn number 1 and 2. Will they keep it green as they head through turn number 1 and 2? 3 wide for the lead. They're trying to give each other enough room. They all know they make it. Let's see. Curtis is still out there, so if they end up wrecking, Curtis could still make it in. Down the back straightaway into turn at number 3 is going to be side by side up at the front. Jamie and Timothy into turn number 3 and 4. Now they're 2 by 2 looking for the checkered flag. Jason going to jump up to the outside, gets the run down the front straightaway to the line. Who's it going to be? Jason going to take it at the line. Timothy, Everett, Jamie, and Ferguson going to the feature. All right, guys, we're going to get a little 3-minute warm-up here. We are going to use the 3-minute warm-up. It's a good time to go use the bathroom or get a drink or drive in reverse around the track or wreck or whatever you want to do this 3 minutes. I don't care. Just don't get yourself DQ'd. All right, so we had some amazing heat races. Heat race number 1 and 2 were both really good. The Consi a little chaotic, unfortunate. Bill Watkins and Cody Harrelson and David Mayo did not make the feature. But it is going to be interesting to see what happens here tonight. Neither did Clint Sheehan. That is unfortunate. As this is the 3-minute warm-up, we're going to get out there and run a couple laps and let these guys get out there and blow off whatever steam they need to do. Oh, needed a chug of my water. So what do you guys think of Talladega IndyCars? Let me know in the chat. What do you guys think of this so far? I know it's a little bit crazy. It's a lot of bit fun. Are you guys enjoying it? Let me know in the chat. And this whole time, I forgot. Riley, thank you for the roses. I forgot to turn on the chat to be able to see it over there on the TikTok side. Appreciate that, guys. Appreciate that. I know, Cody. It's been rough. See what happens when you don't come around every week? Oh, my God. There's death in turn number 3. So these guys are going to take it out here a little bit and wreck a little bit. Have a little bit of fun. Nothing too major. This is definitely not serious. This is just a lot of fun for these guys to blow off a little bit of steam before we get ready for tonight's race. Arca Dirt every day. We are going to do more with Arca Dirt. Arca Dirt has been amazing. It is definitely some. Yeah, it is. It is nerve-wracking. Could you imagine how these guys feel? Can you imagine? Remington going to take the nose off that Bucky's number 10 machine. Jonathan Burke going to go in reverse. So these guys trying to figure out reverse in these cars. I know. I'm sorry, Cody. That's all right. You're going to have fun with what we do week 13. You're going to have fun on week 13. I hope. I hope you have fun. Mark broke the right front on that thing. Oh. What happened? Mark blinked out. Mark is having some internet malfunction, maybe. Huh. All right, what's Mark doing? He's going to go in reverse. No, don't go that. Oh, Mark's. What is Mark doing? All right. That is going to be the end of the warm-up. Yeah, Pro 4s. Pro 2s or Pro 4s? Poor Bucky's, right? No beaver nuggets for him. You know, I've never been to a Bucky's. Never been to a Buc-ee's. Been to plenty of Wawa's, which I know is Jonathan's favorite, but never a Buc-ee's. All right, let's go ahead and get ready for tonight's starting lineup as they get out on the track here tonight. It is going to be 30 laps for tonight's main event. Starting on the pole here tonight in the main event, it is going to be Asher Hansen. Outside of him, it's going to be Tony DeCons. I don't know if I'm saying that right. It's going to be Remington James starting in third, Landon Crow in fourth. Going to be Zach Lovelace in fifth, Mason Gobick in sixth, Matt Best in seventh. Landon Moody going to start back in that number 8 spot with Yellow in ninth. Going to be Justin Shiner in that number 10 spot, Brady Gotch in 11th, Jonathan Burt in 12th. Going to be Zeke in that number 13 spot, Bill Sleep in 14th, Johnny in 15th. Going to be Shane Haas starting in the number 16 spot, Heb in 17th, Frederick in 18th. Noah Carter going to start 19th, Mark Thrash in 20th, Daniel McConnell in 21st. Jason going to start 22nd, Timothy Wright in 23rd, Everett Larson 24th, Jamie in 25th, and James Ferguson in that 26th position. Mark Thrash missed the start. All right, guys, I just want to let you know it is admin cautions. If it's just a couple cars crashing down into the infield down the back straightaway, I probably will not throw that caution, but that's okay. Get that fast repair, get back out on the track. When we do get a caution, just take your laps back. If you're a lead lap car, when the caution comes out, please go to the yellow line so those guys can drive around the outside. Other than that, guys, this start will be on green. Restarts after this will be on leader. Remember, you only have one fast repair and 30 laps here tonight, so use it wisely. We used to do that. We used to do that every Friday. John hates Buc-ee's. Yeah, he loves Wawa, though. Dirt modifieds. I like doing the dirt modifieds, but I like the Northeast mods. I don't know which ones you're a fan of. As they come down the back straightaway, going to be Asher leading the field as these guys get lined up. As they head for turn number 3 and 4, Asher Hansen is going to lead the way. As they come down into turn number 3, who's it going to be here tonight? Remember, guys, no passing below the double yellow lines. I wouldn't even touch the yellow lines. It likes to get a little squirrely. Do not jump out of line on the restarts unless the person in front of you just doesn't go. Obviously, I'll use my discretion there, but don't sit back to try and get a jump, or I will probably just remove you. All right, down the front straightaway, looking for the start finish line. It is going to be Asher and Tony on that front row. 26 cars, one of them on the pit road. As they come down the front straightaway, pace car is in, looking for that green flag. 30 laps here tonight as they come down the front straightaway into the restart zone. Looking for that green flag. Green flag is out. Yeah, he just did not go. He just did not go. As they come down the front straightaway, looking for turn number 1 and 2. It is going to be Asher leading the way as these guys shuffle for position through turn number 1 and 2. Will they keep it green? Going to be Asher out front, Landon Crow looking to the outside as they come out of turn number 2. They might be smart. Oh, maybe not. The rest of the field is coming in a hurry down the back straightaway. Lots of big runs here tonight. You're going to have to pick and choose. What's up, Matthew? Oh, big wreck into turn number 3. Not sure what happened there, but the caution flag comes out. What happened there? Oh, boy. All right, so we are going to try and find Far Chase maybe, or Blimp Chopper. Let's check the chopper. Let's see what happened here. Oh, just not enough room. They clip. Oh, my God. Big wreck there. Bunch of cars caught up in this one. As Landon and the 32 of Landon and whoever the other car was gets together. Who was that? Mason Gobick. As the caution flag comes out here tonight for the first time. Going to be Landon. What's going to be? How's Landon Moody out front? There ain't no way. Big runs. Yeah, big runs. Yeah. Better check your pants. We know what Matthew's thinking about. He's thinking about food. Food that's probably going to give him the big runs. As Landon Moody, I guess, has the lead. Asher in second. Remington James in third. Zach Lovelace in fourth. Brady Gotcha in fifth. Bunch of cars down on pit road. Did it put Mark a lap down? We're going to take a look real quick. All right, Mark is not a lap down. He's showing a lap down on mine, but he is not a lap down. Just wanted to make sure. As we got a bunch of cars going down on pit road right now. Yellow in the blue machine. I think he got caught up in that one. Is back out on the track. Mason's back out on the track. Landon, it looks like he might be done. Landon Crow might be done for the night. He is. So is Josh. I don't know if Josh didn't make it anyway. Josh got kicked. All right, so a lot of cars taking those toes. If you guys had to take the toe there, don't worry. Next caution, you'll get your lap back. All right, so they are down the back straightaway right now. We'll see if anybody makes it out on the track. Looks like Matt Best and Zeke and Shane Haas all having to take toes there. These guys are going to be a couple laps down. So they'll get to just kind of roll around, save those fast repairs. Don't have to be in a hurry. Knows when the next caution comes out, they will get that lap back. So a little bit of different strategies will be run through this race. Some of these guys that use fast repairs, we'll see some of them kind of laying back, trying to take it easy till later in the race. Because all it takes is a little hit here, and you get a meatball, and you are done for the night. Just a little bit of wheel contact. Open wheel definitely makes it a little sketchier, as Moody and Asher are going to lead the way. Should be one to go this time by. Looks like Shane's going to get out on the track. Just hit pit road right now. I died. Yeah, I think a lot of people died right there, as they are going to get the one to go at the line. Stack them up 2 by 2. Let's see where. Oh, where are they at on the track? Shane, if you feel comfortable, you might be the only one that has an opportunity to get one of your laps back right here. Just let them know where you're going. I guess he does not feel comfortable. All right, here comes Shane Haas. He's going to come around the top side, get his lap back, puts him back out on the lap. We'll see if anybody else can. If you think you can do it, Zeke, go ahead and do it. All right, so Zeke going to get back a lap here. Matt Best. Down into turn number 1 and 2. I don't know who's talking. As they head through turn number 3 and 4, looking for the green flag. It is going to be Asher and Moody on that front row. This start is on leader, by the way. Starts on leader. As the pace car goes in, looking for the green flag. It is 2 by 2. And looking for that green flag. Who's it going to be here tonight? Green flag is out as Moody's on the gas. Moody going to be on the gas down the front straightaway. These guys going to try to get things figured out as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Had a couple guys jump up to the outside as Moody leads the way. Going to be Asher in second. Oh, Asher going to move to the top side. Here comes Lovelace in the middle. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3. Going to be Lovelace now at the point. Asher in second on the outside as Moody tries to fight back through turn number 3 and 4. Back and forth up at the front of the field. Asher going to blink out. Through the trial, well, these guys jockeying for position. Big run. Here comes someone with a big run. Is that isn't Remington James? Is that, who is that? Is that Noah Carter? As they head through turn number 1 and 2, up on the high side, 3 by 3 out of turn number 2. Oh, we got one sideways. Oh, a spin cycle. One car goes around. That's going to be Asher. Asher goes around, breaks the wing off of that thing. We're going to keep it green. No one getting contact as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Going to be Lovelace leading the way side by side for a second out of turn number 4. Slow car down on the bottom side as they come down the front straightaway into turn at number, looking for turn number 1. Shane Haas coming down on pit road. What's Shane got going on? 3 wide. Oh. Out of turn number 2, lap traffic up ahead. Who is that? Oh, that's going to be Jamie up ahead in that lap car as these guys head into turn number 3 and 4. He's going to have to get some laps back when we get a caution as they are 3 by 3 through turn number 3 and 4. Down the front straightaway, it is chaos up at the front of the field as they are still 3 by 3. They're looking to make it 4 wide. Will they do it? White car up on the outside gets blocked as they come into turn number 1 and 2. Lap traffic up ahead. This could be awfully interesting as we got 2 cars stuck together. Oh, they're up in the wall. They're stuck together down the back straightaway. No caution flag. We're not going to throw the caution for that. I know it sucks, but couple cars caught up in that one as they come into turn number 3 and 4. Down the front straightaway, going to be Lovelace leading the way. We'll get a caution, guys. It was only 2 cars. Down the front straightaway, going to be Lovelace down on the bottom side. Moody in the middle. Going to be Jason on the high side. That's who it was taking it 3 wide up at the top with the big run. Through turn number 1 and 2, down the back straightaway, it is going to be Lovelace leading the way here tonight as they are 3 wide behind him heading into turn number 3. Now they're going to break it down to 2 by 2. Nice little pack of cars here. If we get another wreck with just like 2 cars, we'll probably throw the caution because that'll be 3 wrecks that have happened that I have not thrown the caution for. As they come down the front straightaway looking for the line, it is going to be Lovelace. No, yes, Lovelace at the line. Oh, they're wrecking. There it is. We're going to go ahead and call that one as they get into the wall. All right, lead lap cars. Make sure you guys hit that yellow line down on the bottom side once you get a chance to. And lap cars, go ahead and get your lap back. Just take the laps on the high side. If you're going to go on pit road after you take your laps, just let me know so I clear the black. All right, so a couple cars caught up in this one. All right, so let's see what happened. Oh, he just got loose. Oh, yeah, that is unfortunate. As we get the second caution flag of the night, Zach Lovelace leads the way. 13 cars on the lead lap, but we're going to get some back here. Matt Best, Daniel McConnell, I'm sure Remington, Brady, James Ferguson, Everett, Jamie All going to get back on the lead lap. Asher will get back on the lead lap. These guys just need to get around the track. Should be pretty easy at 230 miles per hour to get back on that lead lap if you're a few laps down. As this is white knuckle racing here tonight. It happens. You going to make it back out, Remington? You know we're going to get another caution, so even if you're a couple laps down, you know you'll get them back. All right, so... All right, so cars coming down on pit road. Everett, you are back on the lead lap. Jamie, when you pass the leader, you are back now on the lead lap. Next time you pass the leaders, Asher, you'll be on the lead lap. Yeah, it's all right. Take the tow and we'll get another caution. It's super easy to get your laps back here because it is. These cars are so fast. You can do, let's see, so what is it, like 39, 40-second laps? So if you do a 40-second lap, you'll be able to get at least 3 laps back under caution. At least 3 laps. Or 3 laps per caution lap they do. Yeah, you guys will get a couple of those. Oh, I'm going to probably give it to you again on the start. Mason and Tony, you should have enough time to get them back. You guys are doing like 40-second laps, and they're doing like a minute and a half lap pacing. Oh yeah, no, you're good. You got to let me know if you pass the pace car, that if you go on pit road, that way you don't get that penalty. All right, so guys, everybody doing something a little bit different right now. Mason trying to get back on his lap. Should have enough time to get back on the lead lap. So should Tony, as these guys come down onto pit road. A couple of these guys coming down on pit road. I know Asher's going to hit pit road. He already said it. We'll see who else does. Mason trying to get his laps back. Unfortunate situation for him. He's going to try to get back on the lead lap. I think he's got to pass them one more time. Oh, that's going to put him and Tony back on the lead lap. All right, Mason and Tony, you guys are back on the lead lap. So definitely a lot of people doing different. Oh, that sucks, Yellow. That sucks. All right, so we got cars lining up 2 by 2 looking for that. Yeah, it's going to tell you, if you took a wave around there, it's going to tell you to let somebody pass. You just tag on the back of the field, guys. So a couple of these guys getting some laps back now. Remington, you could take one now, so you don't have to take an extra one later. Yeah, just take it, haul ass. All right, down into turn at number 3 and 4. Coordinate that one. As they head into turn at number 3 and 4, Lovelace and Noah Carter on that front row. Mark Thrash in third. Remember, he started on pit road. Bill Sleep in fourth. Heb in 5th, Jason in 6th, Johnny in 7th, Landon Moody in 8th, Everett and Zeke. Well, they're mixing it up. Not quite sure where everybody's going to be as they head through turn number 3 and 4. We're waiting for the rest of the field to go ahead and catch up as they head into turn number 3 and 4. We'll see if they catch up, but getting a lap back here was awfully important. So it's going to be close for Remington, but he should make it there in time. Justin's going to go ahead and take that lap now, so hopefully they don't catch him. Yeah, I'm going to clear him right after you guys pass the line. Green flag is out as they come down the front straightaway. Going to be Lovelace leading the way as they come across the line, looking for turn number 1 and 2. Going to be Lovelace leading the way. Bill Sleep in 2nd. Noah Carter in 3rd. Mark Thrash in 4th. So you see them spread out a little bit here, but I promise you that won't last long. These guys will suck in on the back of the front group there. The draft is so strong as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Looks like Tony down on pit road. I don't know. What did he do? Wreck already? As they head through turn number 3 and 4. Out front, leading the way is Zach Lovelace. Here comes Carter looking to the outside as they come down the front straightaway, looking for turn number 1 and 2. Can these guys keep it straight? Going to be 13, 14 laps complete now as they come across the line 2 by 2, looking for turn number 1 and 2. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Going to be 3 wide in that second lane as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Oh, they got to be careful. They need to be patient here. We don't want to pace all night as they come down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3. Who's it gonna be here tonight? Lovelace leading the way down on the inside. So some of this is a little bit of studying for these guys as they head through turn number 3 and 4. We're going to get that 15 laps complete this time by halfway through. They're going to learn and see what kind of runs they can make. Drop back, do it again. Trying to plan for the end of this race. It really doesn't matter. If you're in this main group, you're going to have a chance later on. You're not going to have a chance if you take yourself out making those bold moves as they head through 3 and 4. Or 1 and 2. Out of turn number 1 and 2. One flirt. Oh, we got 2 wrecking down on the infield. Down into the wall. Big wreck down on the inside. That is going to be Everett and Zeke. Zeke still flipping. Still flipping down the back straightaway. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Going to be Lovelace leading the way. Carter trying to fight back on the outside. Here comes Mark Thrash. 3 wide down the front straightaway. Thrash trying to get that run up on the high side. Trying to lead a lap as they come across the line. It was Noah Carter at the line that time by. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Side by side up at the front of the pack. These guys are racing like it's the last lap. They need to be a little bit patient here. Try to make it to the end. We don't want another big one now that takes these guys out of it. Some of these guys have already used their fast repair. Down into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be Lovelace continuing to roll that bottom side. Noah Carter trying to figure out the run. I'm telling you, if you're like 3rd or 4th lane here coming through turn number 3 and 4, you might have the advantage. Be able to pick that big draft as they're 4 wide in that second lane. 4 wide into turn number 1 and 2. Got contact. Somehow they survived through turn number 1 and 2. That could have been a whole lot worse. Oh my God, I thought that was going to be death. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway, going to be Lovelace leading the way. Noah Carter in second as they look for turn number 3. 3 wide for the lead as Timothy Wright's going to take it to the outside, not able to stay with that top lane, with that front row as they come out of turn number 4. You've really got to plan your runs. That is what we're seeing here. If you start on the outside in turn number 3, especially with no help, you're not able to carry that momentum. But if you take the run coming out of turn number 4, it's been a massive run, and we've seen them make the big jumps as they head through turn number 3 and 4. So some of these guys starting to play a little bit of strategy, sitting back a little bit here. They know these guys are racing too hard, too early up at the front as they head into turn number 3. 18 laps complete as they head into turn number 3 and 4. It is 2 and 3 wide up at this front group. I'll tell you what, those 5 or 6 cars that are sitting behind this group are actually in a pretty good position. They could suck up on this group pretty quickly if they were ready to go, as they got 19 laps complete, 11 laps to go. 11 laps to go as they head through turn number 1 and 2. 3 wide for that number 4 spot. Down the back straightaway. Who is in that number 44? In the 44 is going to be Johnny. He's trying to work that middle side as they head into turn number 3. Lovelace continuing to lead Noah Carter in that number 2 spot. Noah's been able to hold pretty strong on that outside. Oh my God. I think that was Timothy. It was Timothy right up on the high side. They're 4 wide for the lead coming to the line. Oh, at the line it is going to be Jason up on the high side. What a move out of Jason in that purple machine as they head into 1 and 2. Jason makes a massive move. He's going to park it down on Noah's nose in that middle line as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. That leaves the 42 of Timothy Wright all by himself up on the high side. Down the back straightaway. Wow, he got the run and got down in front of Noah Carter. I think it's Noah Carter as they come through turn number... Oh, we got one turned around. Big wreck out of turn number 4. Oh, my God. They're on lap 22. I'll let you guys know as you guys hit the lead lap. Brady and Remington are both on the lead lap. There are green-white checkers set up. I'll tell you what, Johnny took one hell of a ride there. That was wild. All right, let's take a look and see what happened here. Johnny taking one hell of a ride in that number 44. Oh. He just drifted up a little too high. Oh, my God. Look at this tumble he takes. Oh, my God. That was wild. Jamie, you are on the lead lap. And he survived. Yes, he survived. All right, so we got Everett and Yellow both a lap down, or a couple laps down. They'll figure that out here. I think they're just one lap down. Shane has a lot of laps to catch up, so Shane's got the most work to do. Did he put... Hey, Johnny, you still out there? No, you're good. They just want to know how dirty your pants are after that tumble.
Well, I'm gonna either throw them out or burn them. I'll tell you that much.
That's hilarious. All right, so we're having a little fun with the chat.
Apologize to whoever I turned out there. I deserved every single turn of that flip.
It is sketchy. I'm sure everybody kind of expects that a little bit, but actually, honestly, some great racing. You guys are going to have a little bit of a shootout here. Probably, about 6 laps? You guys are patient with those runs. It could be great. By the way, Yellow, you're back on the lead lap.
I'm not lifting until I see Earnhardt or the checkers.
All right, we're going to get these guys set up 2 by 2, looking for some green flag action. Going to be 6 laps to go when they take the green flag. We do have green, white checkers set up, but I'll tell you what, if we get another caution and it's a bunch of cars, I don't know how many cars will be left to race it out in a green, white checker situation.
I'll be coming up high one more time. I'm coming up high one more time.
Yeah, he's coming in a hurry, guys.
Moody, what's the play here?
Come up high, come up high.
All right, so Shane Haas going to get another lap back. He needs a green, white checker. He was a lot of laps down as these guys are set up 2 by 2 down the back straight. Wait, who's it going to be here tonight? As they come down the back straightaway, got a couple blinkers down the back straightaway, and they're right next to each other as they head for turn number 3 and 4. Looking for that green flag this time by. If you two at the back of the pack want to stack it up 2 by 2, because I'm assuming you're both single file on the inside, you're more than welcome to do that. Looking for the green flag into turn number 3 and 4. Zach Lovelace and Timothy on that front row. Who's it going to be? Just a reminder, the start is on Lovelace. Pace car is in. Looking for that green flag. Lovelace leads the way. It is foggy. Why did I pick such foggy weather? As they head in down the front straightaway, looking for the green flag. Green flag is out as Lovelace is on the gas, heading for turn number 1. Good start by the top 4. Everybody else sleeping a little bit there as they head into turn number 1 and 2. They're going to keep it stacked up. Here comes one to the high side. That is going to be Asher jumping up to the high side as they head through turn number 1 and 2. He's looking to go back to the point. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn at number 3. They're going to be 3 wide into turn at number 3 with Asher leading that top lane as they come through turn at number 3 and 4. Lovelace going to continue to lead with Bill Sleep on the outside in that number 2 spot as they come out of turn number 4. Oh, I hope Bill doesn't go for a ride. You know, if Bill gets turned, he's going to go for a hell of a ride in that motion rig. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Going to be Lovelace leading the way. Bill's got company behind him. That is Timothy Wright. Timothy Wright's been fast all night. He's worked that third lane a lot, practicing that run. We're going to see if that pays off by the end of this one as they look for turn number 3. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Bill Sleep still leading that second lane. Asher leading the third lane as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Can these guys get organized enough to get the run? It might be a little bit much to ask to get the run on the outside when you're already up there. You might need to jump in line and jump out as they got 4 laps to go, heading for turn number 1 and 2. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Going to be Lovelace leading the way down on the inside. He's got a friendly behind him. That is Daniel McConnell as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3. Seen yellow jump below that yellow line as they come down the back straightaway. A little bit of a bobble there from him as he rolls at the back of the pack, just trying to pace his way, wait for his run as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Bill Sleep trying to fight back on the outside. Good run out of turn number 4. Good run for Asher in that third lane as they look for the start-finish line. Bill Sleep with some momentum. Who's it going to be at the line? It's going to be Lovelace at the line, but Bill Sleep not too far behind with 3 laps to go. 19 cars on the lead lap. 1 hard into the wall. Got 2 in the wall. Both of them have used their fast repairs, so I'm not going to be in a big hurry to throw that caution as they come down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3. Down into turn number 3 and 4. These guys trying to knock the wings off of this as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Going to be Lovelace leading the way down the back straightaway. Asher starting to get some of that momentum. He's got to work that draft, that side draft, and whatever he can get. Hopes that guy lower. Oh, look at that. Wright's going to stick it in the middle. Sticks Bill Sleep up into the third lane. Oh, boy. Asher was making ground. Can he make ground with Bill Sleep up on the high side? That third lane lost a ton of momentum out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Will they survive to the white flag as they look into turn number 3? It is going to be 3 wide into turn number 3 all the way through the field. And the show's great. It's got to be nerve-wracking for these guys, though, as they come out of turn at number 4 down the front straightaway, looking for that white flag. We are going to hit the white flag. It is going to be 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go as they come across the line. Brought to you by John's Mom, the Wrecking, into turn number 1. Oh, a little bit of a wreck into turn number 1 and 2. They're going to be 3 wide up at the front. Lovelace leads the way. They're wrecking into turn number 2. Couple cars hard in the wall. We got a breakaway up at the front to Asher. Asher got caught up in that. Down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3. We got a 5-car breakaway. I'll tell you what. Daniel McConnell might. Whoa, oh no, that's Shane Haas. The lap car up in the mix as they come out of turn number 4. He's got a big run. Timothy right to the outside. Lovelace going to fight back down low. It is 2 by 2. Racing to the line. Who's it going to be? They touch. Coming to the line. It's going to be, I think, Timothy, Brady, Moody, and Lovelace. Top 3 at the line. Let's take a look at it. Is top 3 separated by .002. Brady and Timothy were .000 for first and second. We're going to take a look at this. This was insane coming to the line. Look at how close. Wow. Holy cow. Look how close that was. Timothy taking the win. Lovelace is stuck in the middle of those cars. It is going to be Brady up on the top side. Landon Moody down low. Almost stole the victory away. What a run here tonight. I don't know if you're in the Discord or not, Timothy, but I do interview top 3. Good win. Are you watching the stream? If you go to MDiTV now on any of the platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Kick, TikTok, if you hit ! Discord, it'll give you the Discord link. It's MDiTV now. Somebody will put it in the chat, please. All right, it is going to be Timothy with the wins. Look how close that was. Brady Gotcha in second. Landon Moody in third. Going to be Lovelace in that number 4 spot. Daniel McConnell in 5th. Everett's going to be in that number 6 spot. Heb in 7th. Jonathan Burt in 8th. Going to be Remington in that number 9 spot. Jason in 10th. Yellow in 11th. Going to be Mark Thrash in 12th. Bill Sleep in 13th. Mason Gobick in 14th. Going to be Asher in 15th. Noah Carter 16th. Jamie in 17th. Matt Best going to bring it home in that number 18 spot. With Ferguson in 19th. Going to be Shane Haas 20th. Johnny in 21st. If not, it's in the description too. It should do it. Did it not do it? It didn't do it. Hold on. I'll give it to you. Give me a sec. Let me go grab it. I got you, bud. I don't know why it didn't do it over on YouTube. Or on Facebook, I'm sorry. It is in the description too, but I'm going to just grab the link for you. There you go. There's the Discord link. All right, it is going to be Mark Thrash in 12th, Bill Sleep 13th, Mason Gobick in 14th. You're welcome. Can't finish these. I know that's rough. Going to be Asher in that number 15 spot, Noah Carter, Jamie Duvall, Matt Best. I already did all these. Johnny, Zeke, Tony, Justin, Frederick, and Landon Crow rounding out the field. We're going to go ahead and bring in these top three. Wild one here tonight for sure. Definitely a good one. You should see the waiting room when you get in there. All right, let's see. Oh, you didn't see it in the chat? Well, so if you go to TikTok, it's right in my profile. All right. Wow. Crazy ass finish. Landon, you tried to steal one there. You were 0.0202 too short. I don't know if you're looking at the stream, but there's going to be some clips here for you to clip for your YouTube channel. But great run here tonight. Great run here tonight. It looked like a lot of fun, but very nerve-wracking.
I just it was my decision on like, all right, where do I need to go? Do I need to go top? Do I need to go bottom? And I was almost tempted to go top, but everybody went to the top, and I saw a little gap on the bottom, didn't go below the line. I was like, all right, we are not lifting no matter what. We are sending it, even if we wreck. I didn't care. Just looking at it now, I slightly lifted without even knowing, just trying to go to the bottom. And I think that hurt my chances of probably winning this race and leaving the only lap to take the checker. But honestly, that's probably the craziest finish we've ever had in WOOT. 2 1,000s between the top three. I mean, you can't get any closer than that. That's just nuts.
Yeah, it sounds like you had a lot of fun out there. Definitely a wild and crazy race. The racing is honestly pretty good, but it definitely looked hard to pass. Like you'd see somebody trying to work that top lane, but it's almost like you had to grab a lot of side draft or hope they pushed out a little bit to grab the draft behind the wing, and you could get a massive run. We've seen it in the heat race where Mason just kind of zipped around the high side late.
Yeah, I mean, it's just you have to time your runs with these cars, and I mean, there's just no way of explaining it better than that. If you just got to time it just right, and if you don't, I mean, you're gonna be in no man's land, and you definitely wanted to be on the top. I think that was the preferred line to make passes, but I mean, just the draft is so crazy with this car, and it's just, I mean, you don't have hardly you have a split second to react, and if you don't react in time, you're going to be in the back of somebody, and it ain't going to end well. But overall, I mean, I had fun. That was an amazing race, and good job to Timothy on the win and Brady P2.
Yeah, we're trying to get him in here. Great run. You got any friends, family, sponsors you want to go shout out to?
I want to thank you for putting on this deal every week. I missed last week, but I'm glad I came back this week. This was definitely a must-watch race for sure.
Definitely fun.
Did a race earlier and had fun there, and all the friends and family watching, if anybody's watching, and all the I guess all the Texas speed guys and John's mom.
Of course, John's mom. Yeah,
Of course.
it looked like it was a lot of fun, Jason. Definitely looked like it was a lot of fun. Yeah, there should be. Try the exclamation point. Where are you at? You're over there. It is in the description on the YouTube, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the chat for you. So there's a Discord link, Jason. Definitely was a lot of fun having you out there too. Man, it was so close, Brady. Again, we only get one of you. I'm sure you had a hell of a spotter. Shane Haas trying to give you the push across the line. It was close.
Yeah, it was damn close. I just held my breath and had to let out a massive exhale when that damn race was over with. And one of the things about running these cars, like Landon talked about, the split-second decisions is incredibly small. Like the smallest they probably could ever be for what we run here in WOOT. And it's difficult because in all the other cars that we run, people run typical paint schemes throughout the week, so you kind of know who you're working with and who's behind you and who's around you and who's to the left and right of you. These cars, I don't know who the hell I'm around the entire time, and Lord knows I don't have time to look at the relative and see who they are. But yeah, it was a crazy race. I mean, for me, I spent probably most of it 2 laps down or more.
Yeah, let's see. Jason said first time racing in here with y'all. Definitely we'll see. Yeah. We do it every Thursday. Sessions open at 10:30. Something wide open. It's not always IndyCar. Sometimes it's Xfinity. Sometimes it's street stocks. Whatever. But yeah, definitely come out. We are always looking for good people to run with. But yeah, I did. You guys were like, 3x3x3x3. That relative had to be changing constantly. There was really no way to know which car was on the outside, which car was on the inside, which car was behind you, and which car was in front of you, because that was just constantly changing.
Yeah, I see in the chat now, Shane Haas. Shout out to him for trying to help. Good man. But yeah, crazy. I wrecked based off somebody else, I believe, in my opinion, coming down when I was trying to shoot the middle lane with a massive run. But then again, these things come up on you so damn fast. The decision making is critical, so I'm not going to put that on him. That could have been me. But spent the most of the race a lap down, maybe 2 laps down, got the fast repair, took off in the green flag. There was a massive checkup for some reason. Immediately got nose damage. So I spent the last of the run with no right front wing, and boy, did a AI spotter tell me you might experience some understeer. Boy, was he fucking right. There was a lot of understeer. The car was pushing up the track, so I went up to the high side. Tried to go 3 wide for the lead. They cleared me. I imagine they were back to being 2 wide. I was able to get behind them, get another run coming to the line, and was hoping and praying, but it came across the line. I waited for it to update. It said P20000.
Yeah, we all know it goes a little bit further back than that, but that was close. You guys were 4, actually, technically, I think 5 wide because Daniel had his nose in there coming to the line. Crazy run. Having a real spotter there, because I am quite sure that Jared was there watching, probably had to be a huge advantage to get through some of the mess. Still, you just had to be so quick. You had to he had to be quick to tell you what was going on, and you had to be quick to react. So I don't know, maybe it didn't make a huge difference, but great run here tonight. Why don't we give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Well, first off, to answer that question, it makes a massive difference because that AI spotter only tells you so much. People watching can tell you way ahead of time this lane's checking up. There's a lane forming out here. They don't tell you that kind of stuff on iRacing. So thanks to Jared. And also a thank you to Matthew. I asked him a while back, do you think I should go really, really hard here, or should I wait and see if they wreck up front and gain positions that way? And he said medium, and that's what we did tonight. So somewhere in the middle there, just be aggressive, but it has to make sense to do it. I'd like to thank Matthew, Jared, Gotch Racing, Gotch Trucking. You got to thank your parents for putting you on this earth. I'd like to thank you guys for putting it on, because this is a thing to look forward to every single week. This is an amazing event to be a part of, and when you make the feature, you feel like you completed something for the day at least.
Yeah,
And, of
it
course-
definitely gets good too.
And I don't know who the hell Joe is, but I think it's Joe's mom we're all thinking. So thanks for
John Burtz.
John, damn, I messed it up. I tried to remember it after Landon said it, but
we always thanks John's mom now. That's a new tradition thanks to Texas Speed.
yeah,
Thank you, Texas Speed.
thanks to you, thanks to Texas Speed, Gotch Racing, and John's mom.
All right, buddy. Have a good one. Appreciate you. Hopefully Jared has some better luck next week.
Yeah, he might make it next week, and I'll be spotting him next week. But damn it, we're gonna get in there next week.
Well, you
Both
know
of
when
us.
he's in there, he's usually going to wreck you anyway. No, I'm
Well,
just kidding. I'm
sometimes. Well, I mean, you're not wrong. But sometimes it's me.
joking. Good run, guys. I appreciate you.
All right,
Thank
you
you.
take care now.
Later.
Later.
All right, great running here tonight. We're going to go ahead and call it a stream. Thanks for coming out. Doesn't look like Wright made it in here, but Wright, what a run here tonight. Good win. Definitely good having you. If you can find the Discord, get in the Discord. We're here every Thursday at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's going to be it. As always, until next time, be safe and have a good night.